A very warm good morning, dear students. Students, we are just going to learn about the chapter 30. That is already we had seen, but we will be just saying it in a detailed manner. So that is writing a letter. So this time also that chapter is there. So we will just go for that chapter. Okay. So writing a letter. How to write a letter. So you can see there are informal, okay, and formal letters are there. So what do you know about the informal letters? Okay, formal letters, okay, that is addressed to some officers, principals, okay, something like that. Okay, but in the informal letters usually we write to the friends and our own brothers and sisters, that we write. So that is the difference between formal and informal letters. So we can see what is an informal or a personal letter is written to a relation or a friend. So we usually write, okay, an informal letter or a personal letter to a friend or a relative. Okay, so an official or a formal letter, and that is written to a person with whom you don't have a personal relationship, and the communication is for some official or business. That is sometimes that the communication is for official or what we can say business purpose only. This communication is, so that is the difference between formal as well as informal letters. Okay, so let us see parts of formal letter. Some of the parts of the formal letter. First one, you know that the first one for the formal letter. Now we are just going to see about the parts of the formal letter only. You know that first part, you know that first will be the sender's address. So that is of course their sender's address. You know that, no, first there will be the sender's address, and there include complete address with the pin code. That is usually, so dear students, when you are writing the sender's address, you know that you need to write the complete address with the pin code. You need to write down that, and you need to avoid the using abbreviations, and also place a comma at the end of every line of the address. Okay, although in a modern usage is increasingly discouraging this. Okay, so after that you place the so you know that now when you are writing the address, you write it completely, and after that you put a comma. Okay, so nowadays we can say that it is avoided, usually it is avoided, but that is the exact format, and is a place a full stop after the last line. So you are just placing at the end a full stop. So I think it is very clear. So the model letter also is given to you. I will be giving to you okay, through a PDF. Will be giving to you a model letter, also formal letter. So please just be ready with the formal letter. Okay, formal letter and informal letter. So you need to just write down. So I had given to you some subject earlier also. So you need to write down about those subjects. Okay, so in your copies those answers should be there. Okay, please see that. Okay, so now let us see. After that, after sender's address, you know that sender's address is placed. Okay, and after that the date is there. You know, the date is put there. How you are usually writing, using the numerals only, and use the format. You can say date, then a month, then a year. For example, 14, it is given here 14/5/2020. Okay, other formats include for example 14th May 2000, or May 14 or 2013. So like that you can write. Okay, then a recipient's address, the receiver's address, you see. Okay, that include actually recipient's designation, department, and name of company, or where applicant. See, include that is no, the recipient address means what? Maybe if you are writing to a okay, company, so company's address of course there will be there, okay, and include that is a complete address with the pin code, same way. So with the pin code you are writing the complete address, and also place a comma there also, same way as we have written the sender's address, same way you are also putting a comma there at the end of every line of the address, you can see that, and place a full stop after the last line. So okay, after that after the end, okay, place a full stop after the last line. At the end of last line you are putting a full stop, okay, please see that. Okay, now we start the letter salutation. Salutation, you know, okay, use appropriate form of title to address the recipient. Examples like a dear, okay, actually you need to write only one format, that dear sir, and after dear sir, after sir there will be comma, see that, no, dear sir. So that is the salutation, how we address, that is called the salutation. Actually, see, we are not taking it in detail because we have in the previous section we had C section, this and last time I think we had this chapter, and we had in a detailed manner we had taken this chapter, so that's why I'm not taking it in detailed manner. So but you need to be aware of this formal and informal letter. There is a difference when you are writing the formal and informal letters, okay. So both formal and informal letters you need to study. See, use appropriate form of title to address the recipient, you know that, dear sir, then put a comma, okay. So place a comma after the salutation, that already I have told you. Then the subject of the letter, so for what purpose you are writing the letter, that's also understood only. This tells the recipient what the letter is about, okay. So the recipient will be understanding for what purpose this letter is written, okay. Subject of the letter, that is very clearly mentioned, and also you should see that it should be brief, precise, and preferably expressed in one sentence, okay. Actually this sentence, no, the subject of the letter, that means it should be brief, precise, and at the same time and preferably expressed in one sentence, okay. So the purpose of writing the letter, that should be precisely, no, written in one sentence, that is enough. Then we just enter into the body of the letter. See, the body of the letter should be clearly divided into three parts, namely introduction, you know, introduction, then what is there, message, and conclusion. So letter also is divided just like essay, the same way the letter is also divided into three, that is mainly first one is about, you can just see that first one is about the introduction, second one is about, okay, message, and lastly the conclusion we are speaking about. And the language and the tone, okay, sorry, the language and the tone should be appropriate to the purpose of the letter. So according to the purpose of the letter, we should use the language as well as the tone. So these things should match according to the situation. Then complementary clauses are there, you know that complementary, which are the complementary clauses, any of the formal expression or a subscription. Okay, so we have seen the body of the letter, mainly that is introduction, and there is a message, and after that there is a conclusion. So in the same way when we write an essay, so same format, no, first there will be introduction, secondly there will be the message, and lastly the conclusion. That is the format. This is a format of writing the formal letter. So you see, okay, then a complementary clause are there. Complementary clause, if you take any, so it is written here, any of the formal expressions of subscription may be used. Examples like yours faithfully, okay, at the end using the complementary, yours faithfully, yours sincerely. You can just write, you will be going for, okay, only one complementary, that is yours faithfully. The common complementary we will be taking, no, complementary we will be taking. Okay, the formal expressions like yours, the complementary, for a complementary you can just take complementary clause, you can write okay, yours faithfully, that will be the most appropriate one. At the end you will be putting yours faithfully. Okay, don't write there yours lovingly, that is wrong. When you are writing the informal letters, you are writing yours lovingly, or okay, or yours yours lovingly, or any other clauses you are just writing, no, complementary clauses you are writing. But in the formal letter, please see that don't write yours lovingly, but there you need to write yours faithfully. That will be the most suitable complementary clause you can use. Okay, then lastly we can say about the signature. At the end there is a signature that I need to explain there, no. At the end the full name of the sender is written below the complementary clause. Then the designation or the professional rank of the sender may be written below in signature, so that is also there. See, full name of the sender is there, then okay, just below the complementary clause. So yours faithfully, for example, if you write yours faithfully, just below that name, then the signature, say, okay, designation of the professional rank sender may be written below the signature. Designation that you can write maybe below the signature, so the designation you can write that way. So then lastly we can say about the enclosures, okay, attachments. So you can see, if you have something with your letter, you may indicate this by writing abbreviation end. So just like enclosure, so you can say at the end, no, at the end you see enclosure is there for the word enclosure below the signature. If you are enclosing more than one item, list the items. For example, enclosure certificate, ICC board, check number 3, okay, that is given, no, 35670, admission form number, okay, this and that. So you are just writing. That is actual format of writing a formal letter. I think you might have understood this part clearly. Okay, now you can see then something about copies, it is written here. If you send a copy of the letter to another person, indicate this by writing the abbreviation. Okay, that is, what is the abbreviation we are using here? C, no, C, double C only, inverted comma, it is written here, which stands for a carbon copy or courtesy copy. CC, it is standing for a carbon copy or a courtesy copy. So then followed by the person's name. After that there will be the person's name. Write the abbreviation CC below the signature of the enclosure. So after that, followed by person's name, then write the abbreviation CC just below the signature or the enclosure. Okay, so that is what the writing of a formal letter. So here next one is the official letters of a communication. What is that? These are written for the purpose of communication with regard to one's work, or they may be written to a person holding an official position in any organization. An application for a job is also an official letter. That is official letter, no? An application for a job is also an official letter. Then we can see the guidelines to plan official letter. What are the guidelines to plan an official letter? The following suggestions will help you to plan your letter. That is, be clear about the purpose of your letter. For what purpose you are writing, you should be clear about that, and this will depend upon who the recipient of your letter is. And then clearly plan out the message you want to convey through your letter. Arrange the points logically. Whatever letter you are writing, so you arrange the points logically. mention all the relevant points. Examples, any factual information, any previous references, etc. So you can write those things and keep the tone of your letter impersonal, objective, and neutral. Choose your words and expressions carefully for politeness and formality. Adopt any one specific layout and style and maintain it throughout the. So if you are adopting a specific layout, that should be there throughout the letter till the end of the letter. That layout should be followed. Okay, so that is what required. Okay, so we'll be just continuing, and I will be sending you the format of letter already I have sent to you. Please do follow the same format and try to write those exercises which I have given to you in your copies. So please see that you should not write any other salutation. Your in formal letter, your salutation should be dear sir. Okay, and after that there will be a comma, and at the end it is yours faithfully. Okay, so that means the complimentary should be complimentary clause. That should be yours faithfully, not yours lovingly. That is wrong. Okay, please see that in the formal letter. Okay, you study formal as well as informal letters.